Dominate your mind and never feel exhausted again. Stoicism. You find yourself overwhelmed, exhausted by the chaos of daily life. As the demands pile up, you hear a quiet voice from within, urging you to regain control. The Stoics offer clarity here, teaching you that your thoughts shape your emotions. As Epictetus wisely states, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it. Imagine this. You arrive at work, already feeling the weight of the to-do list looming over you. Your colleague interrupts your flow with an urgent request, and you feel the frustration bubbling up. Instead of letting that frustration spiral, you pause. You take a deep breath, grounding yourself. How often do you let external factors dictate your internal state? Every situation is an opportunity to practice Stoicism. As you sit in that office, consider this. What would happen if you viewed challenges as invitations to respond with grace? Could you transform that irritation into an opportunity for patience? You notice the tapping of fingers on desks around you, tension in the air as deadlines inch closer. A voice whispers to you, "What if I focused on my response instead of the pressure?" Shifting your perspective allows you to navigate the chaos with purpose. Reflect on your own life. Are you allowing frustrations to seep into your thoughts and drain your energy? How can you reclaim that energy by mastering your mind? In the next 24 hours, challenge yourself to apply this principle. When faced with frustration or exhaustion, ask yourself, how can my response shift this moment? The journey to mastering your mind begins now. And remember, this discussion is just starting. Stay tuned for more insights that will delve deeper into Stoicism and its profound impacts. Hey, before you put this Stoic teaching into practice, I need to give you an important heads up. Many subscribers have reported that YouTube unsubscribed them without warning. Check the red button below to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. I don't want you to miss any Stoic lesson coming up. And since you're here, smash that powerful like. It helps me a lot with the algorithm. Tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? I love getting to know every amazing person who's part of this community. Your participation makes all the difference. Let's interact. As you settle into your day, a new realization dawns. The weight you feel isn't solely from your tasks, but from the stories you tell yourself about those tasks. This is where Stoicism unveils its transformative power. It's not just about maintaining a calm facade. It's about reshaping your inner narrative. Picture this. You're in a traffic jam. The clock ticks, and frustration starts to creep in. You might think, why is this happening to me? But what if you shifted that thought? Instead of seeing the jam as an interruption, consider it a moment to breathe, a time for reflection, or perhaps a podcast that enriches your mind. Remember Epictetus's wise words, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it." Your reaction defines your experience. In that car, you can choose to fret, or you can choose to let the moment fill you with peace. You might resist this idea, thinking, I can't control the traffic. True, but you can control how you engage with it. This isn't about denying your irritation. It's about rendering it powerless. Think about your last tug-of-war with frustration. What did you create during that struggle? Maybe anger or resentment. Or could it have been a spark for growth if you had reframed it? Let's try envisioning your workspace again. Each morning, the buzz of your office might feel suffocating. Notes piled high on your desk? Sound familiar? But have you ever considered these as stepping stones? Each task is not a weight dragging you down, but a chance to cultivate resilience. As workload pressures mount, pause and ask yourself, how can I respond with clarity instead of chaos? Acknowledge the pressure, then release it. In doing so, you reclaim your energy. You begin to illuminate the parts of your mind that see challenges as opportunities. In this moment, as you face your obligations, contemplate this. Are you merely enduring your day, or are you truly living it? Ask yourself, what hidden beliefs about frustration are holding you back from processing it? With practice, you'll find it easier to pause and reframe your thoughts. You respond instead of react. What if every irritation became a chance to grow rather than a reason to despair? The next time you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath. Remind yourself, this is my moment. To respond wisely. The power lies not in what you face, but how you choose to face it. As you explore these ideas, you'll notice a shift within. You're not just a spectator in your life. You're the author of your narrative. So what's your next step? Consider the opportunities hidden within your daily challenges. Reflect. On this, can you embrace discomfort to uncover growth? Embracing this stoic perspective opens a new world of possibilities. Let's keep diving into this journey together, peeling back layers and discovering more about yourself and Stoicism. As you dive deeper into this stoic journey, let's explore a crucial concept: acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding what you can control and what you cannot. This is the heart of Stoicism. Think of a rainy day. You can't change the weather, but you can decide how to spend your time. Do you stay inside, worrying about your plans being ruined? Or do you grab an umbrella, embrace the rain, and enjoy a walk? The choice is yours. In every situation, this mindset opens up new possibilities. When you face a setback, pause. Instead of lamenting over what went wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This shift in thinking can transform your day. Instead of feeling defeated, you could feel motivated to improve. Let's go. Back to your workspace for a moment. Picture that towering stack of papers you dread. What if, instead of seeing it as a burden, you viewed it as a chance to prioritize and get things done one by one? Each paper could represent a small victory waiting to happen. This brings us to another point: gratitude. When life throws challenges at you, try to find something to be thankful for. Maybe it's the lessons learned, or the support from friends. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, you begin to see what's right. Now, think of that colleague who always seems to ask for help at the worst times. Instead of viewing their requests as interruptions, how about reframing it? Consider it an opportunity to support someone in need, to be a guiding hand. It's a chance to strengthen your connection. As you move through your day, remember that each moment is a chance to practice. Each frustration is an opportunity to reflect. 2. Build resilience. Next time you feel that lump in your throat or that sigh escape your lips, take a moment. Ask yourself, what's this teaching me? We have all faced uncomfortable moments. Remember a time when something didn't go as planned. Maybe it was a meeting where everything fell apart, or a presentation that didn't resonate. Instead of letting these moments define you, consider them stepping stones. Those experiences can help you become stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the next time. In the coming days, challenge yourself to embrace discomfort. When faced with a negative situation, remind yourself to breathe. This is your chance to practice acceptance. Let it shape your response instead of your emotions taking control. As you continue this journey, pay attention to the language you use with yourself. Are you harsh or supportive? Are you your biggest critic or your biggest cheerleader? The stories we tell ourselves matter. They shape our experiences and outlook on life. So here's a thought. What if you started to replace negative self-talk with encouraging words? Every time a frustration arises, let your inner voice remind you of your strength and resilience. You could even repeat a simple mantra, something like, "I choose my response." This small change can lead to big results. You're not alone in this. Revisit these ideas daily. With practice, you'll find that acceptance and gratitude can be your allies. They guide you to a place where challenges feel less daunting and more like stepping stones on your path. In the next chapter, we'll delve into another powerful Stoic principle, the art of letting go. You won't want to miss it. Until then, keep embracing each moment as an opportunity to grow. As we dive into this next chapter of our Stoic journey, let's talk about letting go. This is a crucial part of living a fulfilling life. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means releasing the hold that past events or current frustrations have over you. Imagine you're holding on to a balloon. The longer you grip it, the tighter your fingers become. But what happens if you let it go? You create space for something new. Letting go can feel scary, but it can also be freeing. Think of a time when you held on to something that bothered you. Maybe it was a past failure or a grudge against a friend. How did it affect your day? Holding on to negativity can weigh you down. The Stoics teach us that our minds can become cluttered with these burdens. It's time to declutter. Let's consider a common scenario. You've had a tough conversation with a colleague. Maybe there were misunderstandings or harsh words. You leave the meeting feeling frustrated. Instead of carrying that weight throughout your day, ask yourself, what's more important? Holding on to this negativity or moving forward with a clear mind? Letting go is an act of kindness towards yourself. It allows energy to flow. When you release that frustration, you make room for positivity. You create space to focus on what truly matters. As you go about your day, notice the small things that trigger irritation. Maybe it's a long line at the coffee shop or a delayed train. Each moment is a chance to practice letting go. Instead of fuming, take a deep breath and say to yourself, "This doesn't control me." Remember, you choose how to respond to these situations. It's not the events themselves that shape us, but how we react to them. When you learn to let go, you transform those tense moments into opportunities for growth. Let's talk about an important part of letting go: forgiveness. Forgiving others or yourself allows you to release burdens you've been carrying. Think back to that colleague. What if you chose to forgive their words? It can lighten your heart and clear your mind. Forgiveness isn't about condoning someone else's actions. It's about choosing peace over bitterness. When you let go of resentment, you reclaim your energy. You become the person who decides how to feel. You practice this. Consider keeping a journal. Write down things you want to let go of. Pour your feelings onto the page. Then visualize releasing them into the air. This can be a powerful ritual. Allow yourself to let go of the past and focus on the present. Now, let's take a moment to reflect. What have you been holding on to that no longer serves you? Think about how letting go could change your perspective. Create clarity in your mind and heart. In the coming days, keep practicing this principle of letting go. Make it a habit. You'll notice the stress of daily life starts to fade. You become more resilient to challenges. As we wrap up this chapter, remember this. The journey of letting go is ongoing. Just like decluttering a room, it takes time. But every moment you choose to release negativity is a step towards a more peaceful life. Next up, we'll explore how resilience forms the backbone of Stoic philosophy. It's a vital skill that can weather any storm. You won't want to miss it. Until then, keep letting go and embracing the present. As we step into our next chapter on this Stoic journey, let's explore resilience. Resilience is more than just bouncing back. It's about growing stronger from life's challenges. Think of it like a tree bending in the wind. It sways, but it doesn't break. This is the essence of resilience. Every day, life throws curveballs our way. Maybe it's a project at work that didn't go as planned, or a personal issue that feels overwhelming. In those moments, it's easy to feel defeated. But what if you viewed these experiences as opportunities for growth? You have the ability to become stronger with each setback. Let's imagine a situation. You've spent weeks preparing for a big presentation, and when the time comes, the technology fails you. The slides won't load, and your heart races. It's frustrating, right? Instead of spiraling into panic, take a moment, acknowledge your feelings, but then shift your focus. What can you learn from this? How can you adapt? This is where resilience shines. It encourages you to look beyond the immediate setback and find a way forward. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, you can ask yourself, what can I do differently next time? This mindset transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Now think about a time when you faced adversity. How did you respond? Did you allow it to define you, or did you find a way to move forward? Every challenge is an opportunity to build resilience. Each time you face a tough situation, you are training your mind to be stronger. Let's bring this idea back to your daily life. When you encounter a stressful situation, pause for a moment. Instead of reacting with frustration, try to gather your thoughts. Ask yourself, what is within my control? Focus on the actions you can take, rather than the things you cannot change. This perspective empowers you. Resilience is also about consistency. It's not just about how you react during a crisis, but how you prepare yourself daily. Consider incorporating small practices into your routine that build your resilience. It could be a brief morning meditation, a daily gratitude journal, or even a simple walk to clear your mind. These habits equip you to handle tough situations with grace. You become more resilient, not just in moments of stress, but in the ebb and flow of everyday life. Each small practice adds up and strengthens your mental fortitude. As we think about resilience, let's touch on the importance of support. Remember that it's okay to lean on friends, family, or colleagues during tough times. Sharing your thoughts or seeking advice can give you fresh perspectives. You don't have to face challenges alone. Now, let's challenge ourselves for the next few days. When faced with a setback or stress, pause and reflect. What can this teach you? How can you choose to respond? Embrace these moments as growth opportunities. In closing this chapter, remember that resilience is a muscle you can strengthen over time. Each challenge faced and each lesson learned contributes to your inner strength. Next, we'll explore the concept of perspective, which ties closely to resilience. It allows you to see situations in a new light and offers fresh solutions. Don't miss out on our next discussion. It's going to be enlightening. Until then, try embracing each challenge that comes your way and watch how it transforms you. As the days turned into weeks, the weight of daily life continued to press down on Jonathan. He had embarked on a journey towards mastering his mind with Stoicism, feeling moments of progress interspersed with setbacks. Each lesson learned seemed to provoke yet another challenge, and with it, fresh frustrations surfaced. One rainy afternoon, as he sat in traffic, the familiar irritation began to bubble up. The voice of the Stoics echoed in his mind. What can I learn from this? He asked himself, reminding himself that every situation held potential. Instead of fuming, he turned on a podcast about resilience. It immediately calmed him, shifting his perspective. That evening, he faced yet another test. Unbeknownst to Jonathan, a significant presentation at work loomed just around the corner. His boss called a last-minute meeting to discuss feedback. Panic raced through him as he recalled the countless hours spent preparing. What if they don't like it? The fear whispered. But this time, he took a breath and repeated Epictetus's mantra. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it. At the meeting, Jonathan acknowledged the feedback, listening intently even as doubt crept in. His thoughts danced between fear of failure and the resolve to embrace growth. Maybe they will see the effort put in. Maybe this feedback is a stepping stone, he reminded himself. When his turn to speak arrived, Jonathan shared not only the vision behind the presentation, but also the lessons he'd learned along the way. After the meeting, he felt lighter. The frustrations that often burdened him began to feel like distant memories. He recalled the myriad techniques he had practiced, reframing irritations, grounding himself in the moment, embracing discomfort. More importantly, he grasped how these practices had shaped his response, guiding him toward an inner calm. Days passed, and one crisp morning, Jonathan found his way back to the cluttered desk he once dreaded. Papers enveloped him, but instead of sinking into overwhelm, he smiled. Each stack represented not a burden, but a chance for small victories. Inspired by the newfound wisdom of acceptance and letting go, he divided tasks into manageable parts and celebrated each completion with gratitude. However, a real test awaited him. A close friend had recently confided feelings of despair. "I don't know how to cope anymore," she expressed, the heaviness in her voice echoing off the walls of Jonathan's mind. He understood the gravity of her struggle. The moment offered an opportunity to apply his Stoic teachings in real time. Instead of offering empty platitudes, he sat with her, listening. He shared his journey, the ups and downs, and how letting go of negativity transformed his outlook. They discussed self-acceptance and how every frustration could be reframed as an opportunity for growth. For the first time, Jonathan recognized the profound ability of Stoicism, not just to heal himself, but to be a guiding light for others too. As they spoke, a shift happened. His friend began to express her fears, and Jonathan gently guided her to find the lessons within them. The conversation ebbed and flowed like a dance, grounded in vulnerability and courage. He could see the flicker of hope in her eyes, a reflection of the light he had found through the Stoic principles. That night, lying in bed, he reflected on the day. He acknowledged the ongoing journey he was on, a journey fueled by resilience, acceptance, and connection. The weight of the world was still there, but it felt lighter. Each challenge, once daunting, appeared as an opportunity, ready to be embraced. At that moment, Jonathan realized that mastery was not merely about avoiding challenges. It was about navigating them with grace, using them as tools for growth. He had become the author of his own narrative, and with that power came a deep responsibility to inspire others. As he drifted into sleep, he felt peace wash over him. He was ready for whatever came next, armed with the wisdom of Stoicism and a heart open to possibility. Do you want to keep advancing on the path to serenity? Subscribe now to the channel to receive the next Stoic reflections firsthand. Click like if this content helped you grow. In the comments, share the biggest insight you took away. Your experience may inspire other seekers. And don't hoard wisdom. Send this video to at least 3 friends who need inner balance.